everyone, Samurai Kai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 11th episode of Kunoichi Tsubaki no Mune no Uchi. And I gotta say, this show is getting way too close to being over for my liking. I don't like it at all. At least we have 13 episodes instead of 12. That's one small little, silver lining there. But yeah, last episode we actually got into Team Rats, where Tachiyoe does her best to be a great leader, and Betty Sumomo did her best to avoid helping her team clean by helping Team Dog with their own stuff, right? And I think she also helped out Mokuden a little bit near the end of the episode too. So, but in Sumomo just to give her, really, But yeah, last episode was that. So this episode, I'm not quite sure what we're gonna get. So let's just jump on in and check things out. 3, 2, 1. It's like, okay, we're starting out with some singing. With Team Rabbit. So I don't want to jump to conclusions again, but we might get a Team Rabbit episode. Ume's really into it, as is Ajisai. So do we kind of have like an idol ninja team? Because that'd be great. Because that's more or less what this looks like with the crowd and everything. As expected of Team Rabbit. Usually Moto is translated as popular, but whatever. Okay. And she does it well. Yes, which is why it's usually translated as popular. I don't know. Are we gonna get Tsubaki trying to be an idol this episode? Kind of like how she competed with Hinagiku with cuteness. Maybe she should try her hands at being an idol to attract those men attention. Now that the men are in the show, but Some wonderful lyrics. Yeah, there's kind of a performance going on. Let's try to focus on that. Is that what the episodes are going to be focused on? I mean, when it comes to just cuteness, obviously Hinagiku is a person to ask, but in this case, attractiveness is not just that, really. Like I said, Moteru is what they're translating as attractive here, which really just means popular. But if they're translating it that way, I'll probably just roll with it. It's fine. Bum, bum, bum. But yeah, obviously it's a little bit of a stretch to call, an idol performance because there really wasn't much, like, dancing choreography and stuff like that. But I'll take what I can get. It's close enough. I mean, just the idea of a, ninja kunoichi idol group alone is kind of great. So, yeah, 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 yeah. Attractiveness jutsu. Okay. Oh, kabedon. That's what. Okay. I mean, doing the kabedon definitely is a good first step. That's the title. Hopefully, Suzanka doesn't see this. Well, there you go. Yeah, I guess they did kind of walk into it. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, I'm glad she came up with a good interpretation of that. I bet you do. But yeah, I decided to actually look it up in the dictionary. Moteru does mean to be popular, especially with the opposite sex, to be well liked, to be pampered. That's... If you want to go for the actual definition, that's that. So yeah, at the end of the day, popular with the opposite sex is really what it translates to. Everyone. Just about everyone. Yeah, definitely Benessa Momo. Well, yeah, she's popular enough to get her own anime, so. Sasuke ne-sama. And Hinagiku, she's so cute after all. I mean, some people are attracted to power. You eat food. Okay, what exactly are we doing in there? Just gauging the proper sitting position. Okay, okay. I guess it's had some effect. Oh god, it's like she's a different person. I can't believe she got this out of like 10 seconds alone with her. uh, yeah, if Asagawa can do it, I'm sure Shizanka can do it too. Yeah, it's very ladylike and elegant. Yeah, so is it Tsubaki's turn next? I mean, it doesn't last very long, but... But the important thing is, you learn it like a jutsu and you whip it out when you need to, I guess, is the idea. Get those men to let their guard down and all that. Why not? Well, yeah, I guess there's that. It's hard to improve when she's already at that level of just attractiveness already. It feels so weird seeing them act like this. At least they're having fun. Just look how well those two get along. I don't think that's I don't think that's a takeaway from this. You won a cuteness competition against Hinagiku. Have more confidence in yourself. But yeah, that's our leader though. Not gonna give up so easily. This is just so ridiculous. Okay, let's see what you got. Man, that is just so much belly. So, what is she doing? I mean, it's a nice pose, I guess. Uh, I, I'm not sure really what to say, honestly. Uh, oh god, I just feel bad for her now. Uh, uh, you can't just say that after you just ridicule her like that. Uh, uh, uh. Like I said, maybe we could talk to Hinagiku next. Yeah, I was kind of leaning towards that too. She sounds so defeated. It's hard to explain. Uh, Even Team Monkey just looking concerned back there. I never seen Tsubaki just, yeah, just come across so like, like a spoiled child, They're still at it. What a conundrum she's in. I mean, it really is. uh, we have an interesting group over there. Like Team Tiger, Team Monkey, Team Ox, Team... That's actually not a bad pose. I mean, this is the most we've really gotten of Team Dragon. I mean, it's not all of Team Dragon, but some of them. I guess she's a rabbit. I mean, that is really cute because she's, it just being a cute rabbit suits her, even though she's Team Ox. That's the important thing. Yeah, Sensei may not approve of all this. It's certainly not good. Relatable. So what exactly are we going to do about this? How do we fix the situation? Okay. Okay. That's how we're playing it. Profound. I could just give a lecture on this when she's the one that's the worst at it. Man, she turned that around. This is not going well anymore. That actually gets funnier the more I see it. Yeah, that's kind of how the narrative's been spun here. Let's practice being attractive together. And I gotta say, Suzushiro pretty much sounds like how I thought she'd sound. Oh, okay. Is this a good idea? Yeah, that'd be a good first step. Or do another pose. Yeah, that's super attractive. Even Rinda. Oh god. Poor Nesama. You can make a meme image out of this. Man, that is dying. I feel so bad for Tsubaki. It's almost not even funny anymore. He just keeps trying and it just keeps not working. That was probably worse than the crane thingy that you did before. It had a bigger audience this time. It's your fault that it's popular, yet you can't. It's despite not being able to do it yourself. We saw some flowers there, who I assume represents one of our classmates. So who was there? Oh, well, that is quite good. So who did she bring? I think she brought someone. I really hope so. What is she about to do? She's getting pretty close. Man, those eyes though. Okay, we're going for the hug. I mean, this would be quite effective. Oh god, the voice too. Oh, oh god. Okay, yeah, I guess she'd find her own way to do it. So how did she learn to do this in that brief break? Did she get some help from someone that showed up? You got some hardcore blushing from Suzushiro too, as expected. Or is that something that transformed into Tsubaki? That could be the case too. But, because you never know with this show. Okay. But why did she... I mean, yeah. If you really want to shift the blame, you can blame the Team Rabbit, you know, for the performance, but it's mostly her fault. Yes, forbidden techniques like this shouldn't be overused. I mean, it makes sense Sensei with the more experience would be able to pull off a jutsu like this. We just talked about how it shouldn't be overused, girls. Yeah, it just... But the episode's not over yet. It just started. Looks like we have a Team Rabbit ED, though. Even though it'd be a stretch to call this a rabbit-focused episode. I mean, they had, like, the beginning segment, that was really it. But it's clearly a rabbit ED. With our, you know, band. Like, the funny thing, this was a Tsubaki-focused episode. Yeah, naturally they're performing in their shot. Kagetsu just looks so inviting too, with her hand out like that. Makes me feel like I can get on stage with them, you know? That butt, though. But Hoto Togisu looks pretty good in her shot, too. And yeah, that would be the obligatory sleeping shot. And yeah, we do have a little bit left, so... okay. I guess so. Weird poses. Hinagiku cries. That's only the best part. We really didn't get enough Hinagiku this episode considering the subject matter. Yeah, I'm sure she could do it. What about you, Tsuabuki? You want to try it? Ouch. Okay. Is that supposed to be you doing it? I thought Tsubaki was bad. I mean, with Tsubaki, at least you could tell what she was trying to do. She's part of Team Monkey. Is that really an insult? Okay. That is definitely a pretty good attempt by Mokuren. Yeah, you picked the right time to show up. Got some good blush in there too. Okay. I actually really wasn't expecting her to try it after everybody left. That was pretty cute. Okay, yeah, that was the 11th episode of Kunoichi Tsubaki no Mune no Uchi, right? Okay. So, yeah, this episode, it was technically sort of our Team Rabbit focus episode, even though all we really got of them was the beginning, you know, musical performance segment. That's really all we got, you know, in the ED, of course. But I guess this was a rabbit episode, so, you know, I guess it was more of a rabbit episode than the tiger was a tiger episode, you know, I guess, but, you know, not by much. But yeah, somehow we went from that to, you know, the attractiveness thing, right? And Tsubaki just got fully sucked into that, right? Because, you know, that's just her thing, right? Even though men are never around or part of their lives, she just keeps thinking about them and, you know, apparently wants to be attractive for their sake, but it's not easy. As we've established, she tries to get forbidden knowledge from the only person with experience with men in their class, you know. We know the newest member of Team Dog, right? So she does her best to teach, and she doesn't really teach Tsubaki. She just teaches like Asagawa and Sazanka, and she teaches them pretty well the attractiveness jutsu, and you know they do pretty well at it, right? It feels so weird seeing them try to be so like, you know, ladylike and stuff, you know, proper sitting posture and all that, but obviously it didn't last very long because you know obviously it contradicts our usual you know disposition, but it's a technique they can whip out when they need to, like I said, right? So, you know, it's there. But Tsubaki, she just struggled with it. Like she kept trying so hard. I really did love Sazanka and Asagawa just laughing their asses off together, you know, with the triangle eyes and all that. That was a big part of my enjoyment of that scene, was just that little bit there. But the other part, of course, being Tsubaki doing her best, right? Like they open the door, she has her back like all arched and stuff, you know, like just like people just kept laughing at Tsubaki, and it was so painful to watch because she's trying so hard, and you know she was the one that started this whole trend, right? And yet she struggles so much, and she keeps getting disheartened and getting very whiny about wanting to do it well, and it's just which of course, you know, goes in the opposite direction than when she's trying to go into when she does that. And then we get to see the whole crowd over there, which was a weird mix of Team Tiger, Dragon, Monkey, you know, yeah, the Ox, right? Just over by the rock, just doing their own like attractive jutsus, which basically just amounts to, you know, like sexy poses and stuff, right? But and of course they vary in effectiveness, right? Some are more cute than sexy, and they're, you know, just different poses, because they're obviously just like nobody's really teaching them. You know, they're just kind of doing whatever poses they want for the most part, and as a result, some are more effective than others, as we learned by watching some of Tsubaki's less than impressive poses. Like, what was it the other one was, like the flower blooming or whatever? Like, she just kind of, yeah, I think it was right about here, a lovely flower, as she just moves her like hands up like that, and it was somehow worse than her previous attempt, and everyone just laughed so hard at her. Oh god, like it wasn't just a mild chuckle, like everyone was just losing it. Like Asagawa, I think, was like holding her stomach at a certain point. And they were like, you know, also like mocking her by trying to do the same pose as they're laughing. It was just so horrible. I mean, it is funny, so I can't blame them for laughing. I feel bad for Tsubaki. She just has to leave and sit by a tree so sadly. But luckily, thanks to Sensei, she was able to redeem herself by having Sensei, you know, transformation jutsu her and use her own, you know, vast experience with attractive jutsus to work her magic on Suzushiro, bringing her to her knees and blushing, which was quite something, really. That's something she's not going to forget anytime soon, I tell you that. But also use a little bit of it on, you know, Tsubaki herself before she disappeared. So yeah, Sensei the MVP, I guess. And the episode just kind of ended not too long after that. You know, we just had a little segment with Team Monkey, right? With Mokurin doing her attempt at the attractive jutsu, and which was a pretty good attempt, honestly. Definitely better than Suabuki. Like, hers was just even worse than Tsubaki somehow. But the best thing about Mokurin's was the fact that Tsubaki walked in on it. That's always the best. But that's why you close the door when you do that sort of thing. It was, yeah, it's hard to choose a favorite moment of the episode, but there was a lot of good ones. But man, this show, you really never know what you're gonna get with it. But so are there any teams left that we haven't gotten yet? I'm trying to think. I mean, Dragon, obviously Dragon had a little bit of screen time, you know, well, at least most of them. Higiri didn't have any screen time there, but you know, Suzushiro and Hasu did, and they actually, I think, both got a little bit of voice lines there. But they haven't really had. I don't think they've had an ED. They may have actually. I'm not sure anymore. But yeah. Other than that, I'm pretty sure we've covered all the other teams at this point. Some more than others, right? But so yeah, not really what much more to say on the episode really. Just I don't know. I kind of like just seeing like a mix of teams just like hanging around a rock. You know, that really did that moment alone just kind of made the village really seem alive. You know, or the academy, whatever you want to call it. You know, them just kind of hanging around a big old rock and just being silly together, laughing, having a good time. But even though some of it was laughing at poor Tsubaki's expense, but man, that really was a nice hug, though. Anyway, yeah, it was a solid episode. That's all I really got to say about it. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.